Hey guys, what's up? This week I'm reviewing Pokemon X, and I guess why, because they're pretty similar, but I was playing X. Quick side note here, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put on the green screen there, because, I'll be honest, I have no idea how to capture from this thing. It's a mystery to me. Usually I have clips that correlate to what I'm talking about, but this time you're probably just going to see trailers and random stuff going on. Anyway, Pokemon's really a game that needs no introduction. You're a trainer, you gotta catch them all, you know the drill. Let's see if this game will be a knockout or not very effective. Pokemon X and Y start with the basics. You're a trainer, you've got an empty Pokédex to fill up and some badges to go after, and of course a rival. Although instead of the incredibly dickish Gary Oak, your rival in this game is a cute girl that you actually kind of feel bad about beating. Also, you're investigating Mega Evolutions, a new type of Pokemon evolution that happens during battle. If you've got Pokemon X, like you should have, you can turn your Charizard into a badass dragon type. Yeah, buddy. I like to say it's morphin' time when he hits the button and goes for the Mega Evolution. Also, you'll be dealing with Team Flare instead of Team Rocket. Man, I really enjoy beating these fashionable a-holes. Anyway, the story moves along in a nice clip and you'll chase around some mysterious characters to try to find out what they're up to. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it's pretty good as far as Pokemon games go. And the story is over 30 hours, so the game will definitely give you your money's worth. Gameplay is pretty much what you remember, except you'll get 2 starters this time around. First, you'll choose from 3 brand spanking new Pokemon, and then you'll get to choose from the 3 classics from Red and Blue. This is kind of awesome because I'm an old school guy and I loved Pokemon Red. Anyway, if you've ever played, you remember how combat goes. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissory thing. Water attacks beat rock, electric attacks beat water, etc. Now the new type this time around is Fairy, which is kind of hard to get excited about. Yay, can't wait to go get some of them fairies. I got this derpy looking Swirlix, so hooray? But if you check out the stats, you'll find that Fairy type are immune to Dragon type, which is pretty awesome. And it's always funny to mock your friends when they get beat by a fairy. Let's talk visuals. It's good to see a Pokemon game other than Arena that goes with full-on 3D models. And all the Pokemon are looking really good in 3D, so the game gets props for rocking that third dimension. Sometimes it feels like the camera's being a little too flashy and moving around a little too much during battles, but for the most part, all the effects for attacks look good and the sound adds a nice punch to each attack. Now something I really like about this game is the experience share, so you don't have to throw in a Pokemon then sub them out real quick to get experience. You can just turn on a certain item that you get at the very beginning of the game and then they'll get experience no matter if you put them in the battle or not. It's a great little feature and they only get half experience, but it's still enough to get a low-level Pokemon in fighting shape pretty quickly. Alright, let's move on to some complaints that I have about Pokemon games in general. First of all, I hate the fact that there's no log. Now I know I should probably just try and pay more attention to what the characters are saying, but a lot of times when I'm playing Pokemon, I'm trying to get through an airport or simultaneously shooting a video or something that prevents me from paying full attention to the game. So a log of important information that people told me would be super useful. Similarly, a more detailed map would be really welcome in this game. Getting lost can mean you get into a bunch of tedious battles with wild Pokemon, and no one wants that. The online portion of this game is great. You can battle your friends over LAN, or if you don't have any friends, connect to the internet and make some new friends. Getting in an online battle is pretty quick and easy, and there's even new powers that you can get that you can only use in online play, so it encourages you to go online. Weirdly, you get these powers from a guy named Mr. Bonding, and when you meet him in sketchy hotels, he tells you, it's bonding time. And then the screen fades to black, and then you get a new power and he disappears. It's actually pretty creepy now that I think about it. There's also the Wonder Trade feature, which is amazing. You pick a Pokemon you don't want, Wonder Trade it, throw it out into the wilderness, and you end up with a random Pokemon that someone else didn't want. So long, Skitty. You annoy me, and I will literally take any Pokemon anyone wants to trade for you. Okay, let's go over the pros and cons one more time. On the pro side, great 3D Pokemon, excellent online features, and badass Mega Evolutions. And on the con side, the game could use a log. It's hard to get excited about fairy types, and Mr. Bonding really creeps me out. But nothing hurts the game too bad. Overall, Pokemon X and Y should be enjoyed by longtime fans of the franchise, and if you've been away for a while, this is the perfect point to jump back in. But get Pokemon X. The Mega Charizard evolution is way cooler than the one in Y. Trust me. Pokemon X and Y get 8 Mega Evolved Charizards out of 10. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.